What's up, guys? I'm trying to get the chat working in YouTube right now. It's been a lot of technical difficulties. And frames aren't that great. Don't know why. Don't know why. I know it's a little bit choppy. I don't know what to do about it, though.
I am holy.
Woo!
Sheer Curry says.
Curry.
It looks horrible, no PPS.
Yeah. The thing is, I like really, I wanted to keep going with it, but then my will to get this done trumped that.
What took Marine Gear? Subchuck2 says. My ex-wife says holy shit every time she sees me.
Huh? I'm always wearing this shirt when you say that, bitch. What was I doing? Oh, yes, I was drawing, wasn't I? Yes. Honestly, just wanted to hang out with you guys. From the bottom of my heart. Yes. You know, this sucks.
Bear108 says.
Off with the right attitude.
Those birds look like gremlin from distance.
Yeah, I can see that. This whole thing sucks. Pineapple just takes too long. Pineapple does. Pineapple.
Subchuck2 says. Is Rose still around?
No.
QFX says. You getting melee stomped now or what?
Yeah, it's really hard. I just don't enjoy the gameplay. Even when we win, I'm not finding it fun. That's my problem. So I was actually on the forums interviewing people.
They look great.
About what they like.
Difficult as hell.
Yeah, they are. I could do better. I definitely could do better. I have a lot of, I was looking up like the anatomy of birds and just trying to understand it and, you know, try to
Another
put the
person
wings
in
in
line
different positions.
EHG says. Someone told me pigeons are flying rats.
Yeah, every Italian will tell you that. Probably every European. You know why? Because they are. They are. They're disgusting, especially the ones in the cities. I mean, For being truthful, if it was
QFX
flying rats,
says,
it'd be terrifying.
apparently casters have a really hard time now since everyone goes melee and casters just get trained hard.
Well, I can't. I'm having trouble kiting. It's extremely difficult, and I'm very good at kiting. I've been maining mage for a long time. But I mean, like, they took away our
Subchuck2
mobility,
says,
so.
okay, sorry if that was too personal.
What?
Okay, 2027 U. Will
What?
come to Philippinia with joy and INP gameabage.
To Filipino with joy, and wait, what did you say? Did you say something? You didn't say anything bad. It's Rose. No, no, it's fine. Rose thing, I don't care. No, she's just not around.
Subchuck2 says,
Yeah.
Rose.
Yeah, no, you didn't do. There's something wrong with that. Come on. You don't need to walk on eggshells with me. I'm not so sensitive, okay? You can ask whatever you want. Listen to the stuff. If you're around chat, which you are, you hear what we talk about here? Every other, constantly being accused of all sorts of heresies. Okay?
QFX says, yeah, half the melees are on horses now and can stick well, lol. Even Enhance is very good now. Fury 2.
They didn't reduce their mobility, but they reduced mine. So how am I supposed to kite? And the burst is insane. Like, it's worse than it was last
Almond the
season.
Painter says, that is why I got kicked off a popular art server. Ave Lewis.
Yeah.
Sheer Curry says, which one?
Yeah, which one did you get kicked off of?
Subchuck2 says, guess what I got for my 60th.no cigar though?
A Cuba? A Cuban? Did you? You got a
QFX
Cuban.
says, they buffed arms again, lol. Who was right about that? 15% flat isn't gonna do shit, lel.
Yeah, I mean, look, they'll get it.
Subchuck2 says,
Maybe.
no cigar.
Wait. This thing. See, normally I have my palette so I can look like this, but maybe I should just hold this and draw at the same time. Or, I know what I used to do. Where's up? Right here. Yeah.
Almond the Painter says, Jackie Jake, because I stood my ground when it came to the principle set gentleman is attempting to bastardize.
Interesting. I want to hear more about this one. That's really Jakey Jake. I don't even know who that is. Jakey Jake. Is he cool?
Sheer Curry says,
Equa?
did you ever measure with your pencil in the beginning when drawing from life?
Me? Um,
Sheer Curry says,
like
never
doing this.
heard of Jackie Jake LMAO.
I don't think so. See, I'm honest. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Almond the Painter says, Jake don't draw the YouTuber.
Shakura, I think
Subchuck2
I
says,
have. Yeah,
which
I still
pencil?
do. Both.
QFX
All three
says,
of them.
did you read that post I made on Zerk's disc where the priest said he has to repair his armor after every match when he gets melee stompixd?
Yeah, I
Sheer
did.
Curry
That was
says,
good.
him.
Oh, you're
Sheer
talking
Curry
to.
says, he's arrogant for his art skills.
Oh, Jakey Jake is? Is he? Okay. I'm look him up. Damn it. See, I need to get this thing done, but I really actually wanted to hang out with you guys today. I just might slow the stream. Wait. I'm not going to do it here. Wait, I have to.
Sheer Curry says,
Cuckoo.
know about the measuring I meant you loath.
Okay. Yes,
Subchuck2
and I still
says,
do.
LOL.
A Korean guy came up first. He looks like a chick. Am I on the right track? Images. Wait,
Sheer
that.
Curry says, Jake don't draw.
Damn it, I just shut it off. Jake, don't draw. Wait a second, I've
Berk108
heard of this.
says, we have a big windstorm here, it just took my greenhouse away beer time I suppose.
Oh yeah, I've seen his work. I like his work. He's pretty good.
Almond
He's
the
very
painter
good,
says,
I think.
whatever, he ain't good because he doesn't inhale terps. All great painters are terp sniffers. Subchuck2 says, I like Korean women, I don't search Korean men.
Korean women are hot. Well, the hot ones are. I mean, hot women are hot. How's that? It doesn't matter what does not matter what
Future
nationality,
oil painter
honestly, but
says,
Korean women are quite.
is this a commission?
This is, yeah. Um, not doing this for much though. That's why I kind
Future
of wanted to
oil
get it
painter
done.
says, missing donuts.
Donuts. So I'm trying to figure this out, man. Give me a second. Yeah, Shakari, okay, so when I'm like, I'll still do
Almond the
this,
painter says,
right?
I might land a album cover Comey's
Every
Zion.
once in a while. Really? Nice, Alvin. Which one? It's too big. I don't want that. You know, I don't know what I'm doing with this. I have been working on these squigglies. I'm trying to come up with an interesting design with this.
Subchuck2 says, what game we're trying to play that had mounted?
Oh, he's talking about Warcraft. Yeah, QFX, I'm having a hard time. It's not, I'm not worried about winning or losing. I know that, like, I know because I've played it so much that I know, like, if as long as you stick with it and, like, I know I can do it. That's not it. It's just not enjoyable. Because, like, I play classes, I play things that aren't great, but I enjoy the feel of them, and the feel is gone now. They lost that.
Future oil painter says, are you drawing from a picture?
No, no. I did a shit. You guys have to tell me that this thing's on here. Do this here. I need a black part behind it. Let's enlarge this some. So we have so much space today. All right, there we go. How's that? That's better, huh? Nobody even told me it's going over the thing, the drawing. Okay. Once I get the design, this will go quick. I'm kind of just experimenting.
Sheer Curry says, he has life doves in his studio.
I actually did at one point.
Almond the
That's how I
painter
studied the
says,
wings.
apologies for interrupting, but it is a German metal band I will be doing the cover for.
Nice,
That is if they
nice,
decide if my portfolio is what they are looking for. Windy City
cool.
1828 says,
Windy City.
well hello Luth.
What's up, girl?
Berk108 says,
Barry.
can you paint with watercolor?
Well, I probably could. I don't. Should one of these
Sheer
times.
Curry
What I should
says,
do is a
that's
medium.
awesome Alman.
Yeah. Should do something like, sculpture or something I'm not used to. Do it first time live on stream. That'd be great. Be great. Okay. That sucks, but that's okay because here's what we're going to do. We are going to come up with some really freaking awesome moves with this. Okay, so it comes up. Do I want it like that?
QFXYT says, watercolor is harder than oil lol, No messin' up and fixing it in later layers lel.
Is it? Yeah, but I guess so. And I guess you can push it much further, like you can push it far too, like oil. You might be right. I don't know. I haven't done a watercolor because it's gay, just like
Almond
you.
the painter says. Dank
Oh well.
JEWEL Curry. Sub Chuck 2 says. He used to paint by numbers.
Did he? Yeah. Who? What, me? What, Jake? I am like 2 steps behind today because I'm freaking focused on this, even though it doesn't look like it. I am focused.
QFXYT says. Reflecting again, huh?
The gameplay is just not fun with that. I don't enjoy it. But I'm trying.
Beark108 says.
I knew I was going to
It's the
unsub.
most popular at the moment in Italy, and yes, it's gay.
Watercolor?
Sub Chuck 2 says.
So was the
Yes.
puff jacket. And that lasted for about a year. And then when some people started not wearing it, those women got shunned. Italy's always like 20 years behind where the Americans are because we're superior. Went over there and they were wearing those tight jean pants that only they could pull off. They didn't pull them off, by the way. They were extremely
QFXYT
tight.
says.
They couldn't even bend
I
their
wonder
knees.
if Gears is back on Enhance. It's really good. Got a little
Ah,
nerfed this week though.
doesn't
Share
sound
Curry
like he would
says.
have gotten back on.
Perfect for Lewis.
Hmm. Sorry, I am detailing this right now, but I'm like,
Future Oil Painter says.
it's more
YouTube
of
is slow.
YouTube is, yeah. There's some. So here's the thing, guys. I know it's choppy, but I've restarted my computer several times, and I'm pretty sure it's the internet. I don't have anything else going. There's no windows open, and it
Sub
says
Chuck
like
2
red
says.
bars right now on my
I have found survival games were my game genre.
survival games. Like, name a game. Um. Anyway, I'm aware the stream's probably not good, but I can't. It's
Future
either
Oil
that or I
Painter
don't stream.
says. Are those birds fudge packing each other?
Probably.
Windy City 1828 says. I love the Italian culture, right down to the history of the mafia.
Right. Right.
QFXYT says. Just saying if you double stream you're using double the upload lol.
All right. Here's what we'll do then. I'm going to. Hey, butt for chair. How's Twitch looking? Is Twitch smooth when I'm doing this? Okay? Because I know right now YouTube is choppy. I know it.
Almond the Painter says. I found that drinking games are my game genre.
I like drinking games. Not drinking a lot right now.
Subchuck2 says. I know you restarted your PC but did you feed or buy hamsters? QFXYT says. YouTube is smoother for me, Twitch was choppy for me.
I think it's Twitch. I'm sorry. I think it is YouTube. So here's the thing. I can leave YouTube on, guys, but Twitch is better. Twitch is smoother right now. That's why I do it both
Beark108
places.
says. Connection is good here, in Europe, it's your
Oh, it is.
American UFOs interfering.
There you go. The UFOs again. Those
Subchuck2 says.
bitches.
YouTube us fine.
Okay, good, good. So you have your options. You have your options because the thing is, YouTube will pick apart what you have to say, whereas Twitch, I'll get in trouble for it. But
Future
I'm an
Oil
angel,
Painter
so that never
says.
happens.
Yup, Twitch is good.
Twitch is good. But then you have the commercials there, which I'm pretty sure I disabled, but they still put them on. I get paid for it. Bullshit.
Windy City
Listen,
1828 says. Steak with the tube.
nutsack. Actually, that is the size that I want that. I don't want this bigger than that. Bring that back up. You know what I want to be doing is during my drawing
Almond the
class
painter
on
says,
Thursdays, I want to be
getting
filming
ready
what
for
I
some
do.
blue-collar work tomorrow.
Are you really shoveling something? What are you doing? I'm very good at shoveling, by the way. Had to do it growing up. That's all we did. Had to go out and dig a ditch. And then it would fill in because my dad would procrastinate of what he needed to do. And then he'd have us go back out, normally about 2, 3 weeks later, redig it through rocks and root. Rocks. Okay. This.
Subchuck2 says, Joy wants to know if you started your up page yet. Almond the painter says, wall hydro insulation.
Um. Oh yeah, Evely. That's Evely. Sorry. So I'm just like, okay. Um. No, I'll start OnlyFans. Look, when I started doing YouTube, I had dignity. Now I don't have it holding me back. I can do whatever I want. All right? All right? I mean, I go off commission here and all you have to do is just put down whatever you want me to do. I'll do it. Do I care anymore? No. I'm so over that morality bullshit. I don't need it. No.
Subchuck2 says, LOL.
Screw that, man.
QFXYT says, I got a little donut fans going on too.
Good man. How's that feel?
Almond the painter says,
Speaking of which, I wonder where
all of
Jeff
us
is.
will have to sub out of principle.
There you go. Always, you know. Now, here's the thing. This is kind of straight on, but it starts curving around. Curving, can't have it flat. I'm gonna have to do some pretty hefty calculations in my brain, which is extremely easy for me because I'm so smart. Never do anything dumb. So, Shakira, you went to an Artemat, or what was it? Seems like you're always on a quest. An art quest, which is good. That's what you want. Not sure that works.
Windy City 1828 says. Are you drawing this from memory, like off the top of your head? Not
This
literally.
stuff I am. Yeah. The birds I was actually just looking up a lot of anatomy, looking at them in different positions, and then the cage is kind of. I've just been looking at a lot of references. Let's put it that way. And like obviously block it out. I've been moving these lines and stuff. But now I'm going more into the specific design
Almond the painter
because
says.
I know I want a band
Will
going
this
across.
be painted later of just done in
No,
graphite?
this is just graphite. It's a commission that I'm not getting paid much for. I could have asked for more for it, but I don't
Sheer
even
Curry
care right
says.
now.
Very expressive of you.
Expressive. I just every morning I wake up, I'm like, I just need to, express myself. All right. I have so much going on. I'm so complicated. Nobody understands me, especially my dad. These people. Oh. It's like the goth. Y'all remember the goths? And apologies if one of y'all are. But in high school, it was just like they always came in with the black trench coats, and sometimes they'd have like makeup on, some like eyeliner or eyeshadow or I don't know, something like whatever makes your eyes dark. Dudes, chicks
Windy
also.
City
That was hot.
1828 says.
Dudes though,
You're a funny guy, I mean in a nice way.
thank you.
QFXYT says. Is it 101 in traditional art schools to make fun of the expressive stuff? Sheer Curry says.
No.
It's not a phase, mom.
But anyway, like all of them had dad issues. It was always like they're like nobody understands. We understand you. You have problems with your dad, right? They're like, yeah, all right, okay. It's always the same stuff. I'm complicated. Nobody understands me. I've come across some characters in art school
Sheer
because
Curry says.
I didn't always go to
Doesn't WoW have a lot of people like this?
the. Yeah, Shakuri. Here's the thing. See, I try not to talk about much. QFX is the one he brings this stuff up. I am telling you right now, you would die from some of the stories that I have to tell you. Like a movie can be made. I am not exaggerating. It's not stuff that I've heard. It's stuff that I have lived through and oftentimes been the center
QFXYT
of.
says.
It's
I mean,
insane.
you have problems with your dad too.
Me? Uh, no. I don't
Sheer
dress in
Curry
black.
says. Like they fall in love with characters.
I really think that there are a lot of people who are genuinely retarded in that game. That's what I think. Except they're the type that they can help it. They're just idiots.
QFXYT says. Different kind of problems.
Yeah, QFX knows, but also QFX, you don't know the pre-made community. Woo! All right, and Sherry Mia was starting to dip her toes in it, and it was freaking her out. Okay. Whew. I was on stream when shit went down once, and I think y'all remember this. It was about 2 years ago, and like people.
Share
I'm
Curry
I
says,
won't get into it
if
here.
it freaks her out that says a lot.
Exactly, that's my point. Reveal to me your secrets. You know, when I draw, it's not like I'm making this stuff up. I'm just like bringing out what's already on the paper. You just have to discover it. That's the stuff you hear in art school. They don't know what they're talking about, and then you look at their work, it's horrible. Dumb. Sick of it. I want to express myself. This is a little difficult with this
QFXYT
long
says,
piece.
did you have an expressive face?
No, no, I didn't. That would be coming out more.
QFXYT says, bummer. Windy City 1828 says,
Maybe I'll
have you
force
completed the
myself to.
painting of the young dark-haired boy? I believe it was you as a child. Future Oil Painter
No.
says,
Yeah,
let's
I
give
have
you
completed.
slav.
That wasn't me though. Express yourself.
Share Curry says, didn't you have a ponytail?
I
Share
had
Curry
long hair at
says,
one point. It
wasn't that a
curls.
girl LMAO?
Yeah, it was a chick. It wasn't me.
QFXYT says, LMAO that was a chick.
It was a chick. I lost. Oh, there it is. I'm too lazy to get. Yeah, it's done.
Windy City
You know,
1828 says, oh I wasn't you, oh
and
sorry.
and that's why I cut my
Share
hair.
Curry says, same difference
Shut
boo.
up. Shut up. And but that's why I cut my hair because I was
Future
like,
Oil Painter says, good news, someone who knows the owners of the donut shop, said they are cool, and I might score free donuts.
dude, nice. Anyway, somebody walked up to me on the street, saw me from behind, said, "Excuse me, ma'am," and I turned around. They're like, "Oh, sorry," you know. And it was a woman saying this, so it wasn't a dude trolling me. So I knew she was serious. You know, she was in her 50s. So I cut my hair. It was horrible. I don't know how you mistake me for a chick.
QFXYT says, LMAO. Share Curry says, LMAO. Share Curry says, no way.
Yeah. My hair curls like David when it gets long. Actually, my dad's does too, I think. When I grew his hair out, I noticed it started curling up some. So I had mine down to here at one point. So I could have put in a ponytail. I don't think I ever did though.
Almond the Painter says, LOL.
That was like
QFXYT
15
says,
years ago.
you're feeding us this gold.
I'm glad you appreciate it. I got about 10 more minutes that I got to run. And I've gotten absolutely nothing done since the stream started, by the way. It's your fault. It's not my fault. Nothing's my fault.
Future Oil Painter says, you weren't able to pull off the Fabio.
I can pull anything off, man.
QFXYT says, I can live with default, but can you live with Midnight Mage?
Go on the Mage forums right now, QFX, and look up one of the most recent posts. You'll find me down there literally begging people to tell me what they like about it so that I will like it. Go check right now, Mage forums. Go. And I'm not on there a lot. That's how desperate I am. Posted today. It was horrible. I'm trying to be respectful. I'm not saying, no, you don't know what you're talking about. I don't care about that stuff. I'm literally trying to pick just like I did with still life. I used to hate still life, hated it. But I saw the value in it. See, I don't see the value in this stuff. Being mage, who cares? But also,
Future
whatever.
oil painter says.
Go
You
check it.
couldn't let it grow so you would look like the evil stepbrother of Leonardo's angel.
Leonardo's angel? Are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh, and like the Annunciation, that one. L'annunziat, annunzione, l'annunzione. Hmm. That doesn't work. All right. All right. If it's that big, okay. So this here, it's gonna start turning like that, right? One, two.
QFX says. Go fireman, or play with a rogue so you get peels. Rogue peels are so quality of life for casters.
It's not that. It's about enjoying the feel of how it plays. All of it sucks. It's not that it's not viable. It's total. I can do it. Look, Frost, I'm good. I know how to do it. But the games we win, I'm like, this just isn't fun to me. That's my problem I'm having right now.
Future oil
Also,
painter
I can't
says.
kite melee.
The one he did as an apprentice, and his master said okay I quit painting. Almond the painter says. But thinking about it, you provide us with a truly open and free group for painters, where discussions can be held and no one, as you said, it has to walk on eggshells.
Yeah, right. We're only subject to if we break some terms of service with YouTube or Twitch or whatever, and that's that saying that shifts every single day, and that's stuff I'm sick of. But at the same time, I'm grateful to be able to, have the
QFX
platform.
says.
But still, yeah, you're
Loda
right.
the not fun is
Yeah,
melee perm sticking to your ass so rogue helps with that.
yeah. I can't see Zerx going Asa over this stuff, man. It is rough. Here's something. I saying go
Windy
Paladin.
City
I don't
1828
want to
says.
level.
And me as a non-painter find the chat highly amusing.
Thanks, Windy City. I told you, my mom was like, and my sister says this too. Like, just I always like even out
QFX says.
find the weirdest people.
LOL he needs to go sub, it's the most broken spec right now.
Yeah, but here's the thing: he's going to level it up, and then the second he gets to 90, is going to get nerfed. They broke the game right now, and I'm just tired of them doing stupid shit.
Sheer Curry says. Did your mom see the chat?
No, I don't. She doesn't even know. She doesn't grasp the concept of streaming. I've explained it to her several times. She
King of
doesn't
Was left
understand it,
says.
which is good.
I know what you mean. I was a warrior tank from vanilla to wraith and it was fun and intuitive. Stance dancing was a sixth sense, then it got boring.
Yeah, it's like I don't like it when they have the gameplay and then they break it, because they have these check boxes that they have to check, and they forget that
QFX says.
good gameplay is
I
like
mean every spec can get hit, and resto is trash anyway.
Resto is trash. Zerx had a hard. He didn't like that. He's enjoying Pharaoh.
Future oil painter says. Look, your chastity belt should be good to protect your eggshell testicles lol.
Shut up, idiot. That was good though. Look, here's the thing. They've just screwed everything up that I enjoyed about the game. Like that is monumentally bad. You had to really work to do that because there was a lot that I liked, and it's all gone. It's not just like, oh yeah, I liked this, I like that. It's like a litany of things. Ah, this looks horrible. I have an idea though. I have a plan. That should be closer.
King of
Okay.
Was left says. The game lost its magic when they did away with stat trees. QFX says. Apparently Resto doesn't have the burst heal to out-heal the melee burst phases lol. King of Was left says. Imo.
No, they don't. They don't. And so Zerx,
Sheer
okay.
Curry says.
Yeah, we had a
I'm
hard time,
starting to think art
but it
is
wasn't
just
him.
70% confidence and selling yourself.
Honestly, I think that's the business aspect of it. There are a lot of business people in it. You have to have confidence in what you do, but um, yeah, you have to. But confidence is built by practice. You got to practice. And you have to do it the right way, right? That's why you have me. I'll tell you if you're doing it wrong, but there's only so much I can do through video. That's the problem. But practice, that's what will build confidence. Doing it, messing up, you got to mess up. And you have to work to have confidence as well. You have to consciously say, okay, let's work on this. Now, some people obviously have it. Maybe they shouldn't.
QFX says. Are you getting a load of Fury Warriors in twos? Their
um,
DMG is pretty solid.
yeah, I haven't beaten one yet. They because they connect and I can't get away from them. And the only way to get away from them is to take blink, but blink I can't cast and blink at the same time, so that makes it clunkier gameplay. But when they connect, I'm like almost dead. Like their damage and arms is solid too, to be honest with you in that regard. Any warrior, they just like go through at least mage. I don't know about all cloth, but mage we just go down quickly. I'm very good at using the defensives. I look for this stuff, but there's only so much that I can do. Um, and here's what everybody else is doing too right now is that there's this thing where they're shadow melding at the at 5% health, 5. And I think we saw this about 3 or 4 times in about
Alvin the
15
Painter
games.
says. A few more years
It's
of
crazy.
practice and Papa is getting himself a Gallerist, gallery agent.
So something's going on. And I mean, it's kind of crazy. It's almost like a cheat death.
King of Was left says.
Crazy stuff.
Are there any new classes? Last new
Yeah,
class when I played was monks.
Devour Demon
QFX
Hunter.
says.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have more fun with a peeler, but then you'd also have to mess with another DPS on the other team in threes, which kinda evens out.
QFX, the thing is,
King of
I'm
Was
not
left
concerned
says.
about how to pull
No,
things
I
off.
was there for Demon Hunters too.
Well, Devour Demon Hunter is a new spec of the
Future Oil
class
Painter says.
that came out this
Is the
time.
cow's painting good to go?
Not yet. I've been working pretty much on this, and I mean, it really is good to go, but I'm going to push it a little bit further. Stuff I want to do with it. You know. Okay. I kind of have an idea of. Let me tighten this up. Anyway, QFX, I'm not worried about how I'm going to pull something off because even if it's bad, I know Zerx and I are good enough to. We're
Future
good
Oil
enough to
Painter
get good
says.
enough to do it.
You need to put Brian as an apprentice or something.
Dude, he technically is, but he always makes an excuse. Today he's like, I have an appointment. I couldn't you know, reschedule it. I guarantee you that's an excuse because he didn't draw. I know it. I know 100% that's why he did it. He's a slacker. He's the guy who originated dog ate my homework. He's the one who came
QFX
up with that.
says, I saw there's no rating in the game now. Is everyone playing at 1600 LOL?
Uh, well, Zerx and I both hit 14. And then when we started, because we played with Val at first, but then when we started playing our comp, we dropped about 50 points. But we've been there, and then we started winning, but we've been there. It's not that, it's just he's not having fun either with Resto. He's not enjoying it.
QFX says,
It's that.
is
That's the
Val a
problem.
juicer?
Val, yeah, Val's very good. He's solid. He's a solid player. But to be honest with you, so is Zerx, and so am I with Mage. Specifically with Mage, Zerx is like very good all around. I think Druid and stuff. Val only plays Priest. He's very good. All these guys are good, and you don't know him, but there's another guy who I think is probably maybe the same. He might be a little bit better than all of us, which is a guy named Xavier who he plays with. So it's the four of us that always play. He's cool. I'm not worried about getting it done. It's just, like I said, it's like it's not fun to
QFX
play
says,
anymore.
Loki, if you played RMP with Val, I think you'd have a good time.
Oh, we would. We have. We've done that before. Except the rogue. I mean, we need to get that would be Zerx. Zerx is actually pretty good at rogue when he plays. I think. Maybe he isn't, but I think he is. I'm not as good at assessing that. Anyway. Okay. So I know this is probably boring to watch. Been a little bit distracted. Is that what I want? I don't think that's working there. I need something else. Actually, that is kind of working. I just didn't draw it right.
QFX says, isn't Zav a monk?
Huh? Wait. Zava Monk. He
King
does
of
play
Waslak
Monk.
says, the Lord put it on me to start painting again, but he's being annoyingly mysterious about what he wants me to paint.
He's like that, man. Um, so Zave does play Monk, but he didn't think they'd be good. And so I think he's playing like a lock or an Ellie right now. And we're like, you idiot. Because we're coming up against these guys, it's just like, if you don't see them
Sheer
almost
Curry
instantly in the
says,
burst, you're going to.
just paint everything. QFX says,
Shakuri
the LE
has.
got buffed yesterday.
They got buffed? Okay, well, I think they needed one, right? Um, maybe enhanced didn't need it, I don't know. But and that's the other thing. I'm still learning like who does what, who's dangerous, who's not, and it's kind of tricky. Um, but Shakuri, she has some pictures that she'll post for you, King, of how you should what you should draw and paint. It's specifically in our art inspiration section. You'll see some solid pictures that she posted on a on a Saturday afternoon. Pretty funny. So let's just.
Beark108 says, what grade of pencil are you using and why that long tip? QFX says,
That's a good question.
she only posts dirty shit.
This is an HB
Sheer Curry says,
Steedler.
you can't tell me that isn't masterful storytelling. King of Waslep says, heard.
Of course, a chick would say that. This is such great. The dude's like, the chick's getting
Future
boned.
Oil Painter says,
It's great
it's a
storytelling.
long tip to poke eyes.
It's like logging into Pornhub and saying, "This is great storytelling here." Jakari, it's like It's
Sheer
like the
Curry
porn
says,
starts with like the pizza,
I
the pool
posted
boy.
other art too, but you guys don't care about that.
We do care. You don't care about it. It's like you're the type of you would look at the pool boy in a
QFX
porno and be
says,
like, this guy's a
damn
good
right
actor.
we
He's telling
don't.
a good story. No, there's a lot of things. Maybe I should be commenting more. I oftentimes cycle through it and read that stuff. Because she's not appreciated. So she's doing what the algorithm tells her to do, and she starts posting porn and says it tells a story. No, it was funny, and I'm glad she posted because there is essentially it was, I guess, more of an art piece, and it looked
Futury
like
Oil Painter
Chinese. This
says,
guy had signed it and
I
stuff.
appreciate.
Yeah, appreciate. Anyway, it was funny. It was good. It tells a story. Mom catches her watching porn. I'm in the middle of the movie. What? What do
Sheer
you want?
Curry says, it does.
It's best acting. Oh. Sometimes I laugh at things that probably aren't as funny as I don't know. Maybe they are funny. Hungry. Might be too much. Let that sit for a second.
QFX says, she's gonna hide her juicy paintings from her parents in no time like the great ones.
You
Futury
can
Oil
help her
Painter
with that
says,
under your bed.
wonder if all those Form Hub stars are millionaires or what.
I don't know, man. Um, most people like get caught like with porn under their bed, but it's like the artist gets caught with like a nude drawing that they've done under their bed. Mom's like, "What is this?" It's like
Sheer Curry
QFX is
says, my parents know what they created.
it's a good way of saying it. Do they? Do they?
King of Was Left says, my brother came out as gay. And I still love him. I just don't buy him as a top.
Buy him as I don't buy him as a top. I mean, if it helps, I tell everybody my brother's gay. Okay, if that makes you feel better. All right. In fact, in high school, his friends convinced one of the teachers that he
Sheer
was
Curry
gay, and
says,
he's not. But
Lewis pretending he doesn't understand the lingo.
I don't. Wait, buy him as a top. Oh,
QFX
oh, okay.
says,
I get it now.
is your brother you?
No, no, no. They went to a teacher who was very gullible, very nice, and said, "Look, we're concerned about my Richard, and they said, well, what's wrong? Well, look, he doesn't want to say anything, but he's gay, and he's struggling with it, and maybe you can talk to him about it, but he's going to deny it." And so that's how they set it up. And so when he got called
Futury
in
Oil
to
Painter
her
says,
office, and it's like, what's this
Caravaggio
about? It's
liked the
like, I know
boys
you're
too, I
gay.
think
It's
they
like, I'm
said.
not gay, you know, and she's like, it's okay. He's like, no, really, I'm not gay. Like, and so she was buying him books and all this stuff on it. Like,
Sheer Curry
it was
says,
it was great.
that's evil.
It was great. It was so great. Caravaggio liked the boys. They always say
QFX
that about
says,
artists.
oh he denied it like you huh.
I'm gonna dignify that with a response, bitch. See if that were. Oh, I messed it up. This is like too much detail for how much I'm getting paid for this, which is next to nothing. It's taking way too much time. Learn from me. Look, that's why I do this, is you learn from my mistakes. One of my mistakes is taking
QFX
this thing.
says. So you really not digging this expansion, huh?
I'm not, no. I like everything except for the gameplay, honestly, and it kills me.
Sheer
In
Curry
fact, there's a
says.
cool movement of world
They gonna
PvP.
end up using AI.
Who? Um, anyway, this is nuts. Oh yeah, they backstab me. They're like, actually, we found something. We did AI. Yeah. Did you tell them,
Sheer
Shikari,
Curry
about your
says.
your thing?
Your clients.
I know. Yeah. Yeah, I got that. Um, to be honest with you, I wouldn't even care if I kept this. It'd be the same. Probably be better to keep this, considering how much time I put into this at this point. See, Shikari, I've got, and this is probably not a good attitude. I don't care anymore. I'm just like, whatever, man. About in terms of
QFX says.
commissions and stuff.
Don't you
I don't
think if
care
you
if I
get
lose
back to
one.
20% tempo it's gonna feel smoother? Future Oil Painter says.
I'll tell you what I don't like
As a
about it, and then you
stupid
can determine.
teenager, my so-called friend said go ask out the theater ticket girl or you're gay. I double dare you. So promptly asked and it's been downhill ever since.
It's the mobility that's not going to be affected by haste. I don't like Glacial Spike with Frostbolt, but that's something I
QFX
can handle. I
says.
don't like Ray.
Tempo
That's bad
also
design.
affects GCD.
It does a little bit, but only by a second or two, and they put Shimmer up to 29 seconds from like
Sheer
24,
Curry says.
which is stupid.
Is she your wife now?
Anyway, so they messed it up, man. And then they took away Blast Wave. They made it so that you have to choose between having a blink or displacement. So no blast wave, no displacement.
Future Oil Painter says. Negative.
And they took the wall out of invisibility, but that can still be used as a target drop. And you can go mass invis to affect the other your opponent or your friend, your ally. But haven't gotten that successfully to work yet. I was playing with Val with that one. I got some good kills off wall, ice wall. Like really, I placed them. I'm talking about like I placed it pinpoint. Like they were like healer, DPS, me, that all grouped up right through the healer, killed DPS, rogue, sub actually. But I'm not finding it fun. It's not, you know, the mobility. It feels like you're
QFX
walking on
says.
sand. I don't
Dude,
like
you
that.
should look into other casters. You still have double the survivability buttons they do XD.
I know, and that's my point. Is that there's no other caster I want to go to. I know that's the argument. Oh, but they're good compared to. Well, everything sucks. That's my
Future
point.
Oil Painter
It's
says.
not fun. Why
Remember
would it
I'm
be
still
fun?
a virgin like Luth. We got to stick together.
Like whenever you're in a situation where you're having to compare to something shitty to say how this isn't shitty, even though it is shitty, but it's not as shitty as this, which is extremely shitty, you've already lost. Why am I going to be paying to do something like that? That's my thing. The other night I was telling Xerxes, I was like, oh, I'm
QFX says.
unsubbing. I can't take
That's
this.
probably why everyone went to melee.
Damn
Nearly every
right.
class has a solid melee spec.
They wanted to make it so like slow so like people could pick it up because they thought it was overcomplicated. They killed the class. If they want a class to stand there and be a turret, you have priest, you have warlock. You had those two. Why take the mage out of it? You had something unique and they totally burnt it. Anyway, I'm going in about 2 or 3 minutes. Then I gotta run. I gotta run after this. See, here's the thing. Once I get this design, I'll be able to replicate it. I just need to make sure it works is all. So this is kind of like, this is my experiment here. I want it to be ornate looking.
QFX says, probably shouldn't have given half the melee's 10-second horse time LMAO.
10-second what? 10-second horse. Oh, are you talking about, wait, what are you talking about?
QFX says, Pallies and DKS are on horses now a lot of the time where they're GigaFest.
That's what I thought you were talking about. Divine Steed, and then the other one, I don't know what it's called for the DK. Well, they've had, look, here's the thing. I am all for mobility.
King
If
of
they,
Lost Left says,
they only need to
what
make a
about
couple
switching
changes.
to Battleground PvP just for the time being until they fix what they need to
Because it's
fix?
boring as shit. And here's the thing, we've done that so much. Like on Saturdays, we sometimes have so many guys who are on that we just queue battlegrounds because we can't arena with each other. And so I've done we've done battlegrounds. I just, even that is just not, it's not what it was. It feels like you're fighting the class, you know what I mean? When you're fighting the class to play it, that's, in my opinion, bad game design. Now, here's the thing, there are people
QFX says,
who
they
really love
won't
it.
change shit till next expansion LMAO.
Well, they might. They might change it. They've done class redesigns and reworks. The problem is, I think the thing is, I think the mage plays much better in PvE because you're not doing that type of movement that you are in PvP, right? I said PvE, right? PvE it plays better. I can understand why they like the rework there. But I think a lot of that has to do with it's tuned solid right now. But all you have to do, let's face it, Blizzard's going to undertune them at some point, and then people are going to be whining and complaining about how it doesn't feel good. I think PvPers have a better sense of utility than most PvEers do. That's what I think. Because you have to use your entire kit. And the flow is just gone, man. And I used to PvE a lot. Like back in the day when I switched to PvP, this was one that I said, wow, I need to learn like everything. And maybe I was playing PvE wrong, but um, that's what I think. And I'm always right. So, you know, and I tell people I always lead with it on the forum so that they know.
QFX says, in general they don't put effort into PvP specs, all they did is changes for PvE and PvP was passively affected positively or negatively.
Yeah, I think that's what they did. And they also didn't touch the PvP talents, not at all, I don't think. Like, which shows me that you're probably right
Guidetti
about it.
Oil Painter says,
But
I think cell phones are reading my thoughts, because for a split second I thought, maybe I'm wasting my time painting, now I'm getting blasted with motivational videos about not quitting art.
don't quit. Anyway, man, we'll see. Look, it is a little bit encouraging because if they have not touched, because I think that they'll start looking at PvP once they put fires out. Because let's face it, they have fires going all over right now. But that's when they haven't touched PvP. Good, because when they touch it,
Curry
maybe that
says,
means they're going to start.
don't waste your time not painting. QFX says, try playing your RET man, they're really good.
The ret. I know. Well, I'm so sick of leveling and I don't want to do it and then gear up again. I have embellishments and everything. Like I crafted gear, all this, like I am set on the mage. Started doing tailoring. And then it's just like, because everybody's like, wait until you get to 90. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's so great. We love it. Changes are great. I get it up there. It
QFX
sucks.
says,
Everybody's like,
oh
what's
yeah, I
wrong with you?
wouldn't want to level or get sockets for an alt either.
And for those of you who are listening to this who's like, this is nerdy, I agree 100%. You just have to understand that I'm a nerd with this stuff and I'm passionate. I'm a passionate individual, okay? I'm also an extremely angry and vengeful being, okay? But I am justly vengeful. I guess one of the main things about this is that I get so mad
Windy
because they're
City
so stupid.
1828 says, this guy should go into stand up, I howling here.
I'm the type of guy, like you would say that, and I'd go up, be like, yeah, I could do this, stand up to someone, and then I get up there, I'd be like, and just get stared off the stage. Freeze up, man. Bitch.
Future Oil
But
Painter says, I'm wearing my green t-shirt like a true Zelda fan. Cher Curry says, you can't be happy and passionate.
well, I think happiness. I agree. That pause was me self-assessing, applying that to myself, and I agree. So I'm extremely passionate. Life sucks, as does
QFX
Frostbite.
says, ranged is somewhat weird that you can get kicked, which is super antiphone, and then you're in a mode where you lose a load of damage if you try to bait a fake.
Yeah, and it's hard because, but it's always been this way. When haste is low, like Mage gets better the last season. Midway through second season, last season, it's starting getting solid. First season, it's slow. I know this. It's the utility that I'm pissed off with. It kind of looks like I put nut sacks under his wing. You fix that. It's supposed to be feathers. Maybe I should just dust it with a light shadow or something. Guys, I got to run. I don't want to, but I got to go. Um, I'll stream this some tomorrow, though. I'm going to be working on this probably for the next
Future
year.
Oil Painter says, Lut and QFX wear World of Warcraft underwear.
Wrong. I don't wear
QFX
any underwear. You
says,
should know this.
see you Marine Gayer.
Bitch. All right. I'll see you guys. Y'all are awesome.
Windy
Except for
City
you, QFX. You
1828
pissed me off.
says, bye Luth.
See you guys.
Cher Curry says, bye bye. Future Oil Painter says,